They let's just say it. Okay, that's what happens.
They have sex.
I was blown away. I mean, even before that, when Jim
was
says,
blown too.
Welcome back to Boys Love. We are back with a new recap series. We are recapping 2023's Moonlight Chicken. And as always, I'm Adam.
I'm RJ. Welcome back. Adam, how have you been?
In the 2 weeks that we've been gone.
Yeah.
From the BL side of the world.
From the BL side of the world.
Good.
Any BL type things? BL adjacent news updates? Nothing?
No. I mean, this is where I can finally talk about Gemini 4th because guess what?
You're seeing them, honey.
I'm seeing them in... Is that October? October.
Yes, October.
Yeah.
Yes, you're seeing them in
so
October.
I think
we might be finished by then.
I might be finished by then.
I think so.
Yeah.
Because it's the middle of October.
Yeah. It's like the 20th or something like that weekend.
In the time off, for my birthday this month, we watched A Man Who Defies the World of BL. So all of seasons 1 and 2 are also on our Patreon, so you can join and watch that.
Yeah.
For a fun little...
And we started Revenge Love, honey.
We did. Get these mother snakes off my BL.
Get this snakes off these I'm not, that's not
a joke, that's a threat. Get these snakes out of my BL.
Please.
Adam.
Expeditiously.
And the thing is, we did not realize that there is a huge number of berets on our Patreon that like, oh my god, I love snakes.
Big snake fan here.
Big snakes fan. This is all the tea about these snakes. We're like, people just out here with snakes. Couldn't be me.
Won't be me. My nephew who owns one.
Your nephew does own a snake. Wow, you're right. There are snakes. There's snakes
aplenty
in the eyes of those who see them.
We're gonna talk about episode 1 of Moonlight Chicken.
Chicken of the Moon.
What did you know going into it?
Okay, what did I know about Moonlight Chicken?
Mm-hmm.
There's a restaurant.
Okay.
They're in a kitchen somewhere.
What do you mean by that? There's a scene where they actually have sex in a kitchen?
I think so. I remember a tweet. I remember the tweets were aplenty of like one of the episodes being like, and like memes of like, blah, blah, blah in the kitchen while Mark Packin is out like serving food or whatever.
Oh, wow.
Something like that.
And you're not confusing this with the fucking in
moon's
the
over
kitchen
my
of,
over my green beans.
Yeah, the green bean show.
This green beans don't have...
These long beans don't have green beans, honey.
Yes, these long beans don't have green beans. That's what it was called.
That's what it was called.
Yeah, my love don't cost...
Because that was a kitchen...
Yes.
Sex kitchen show.
Yeah, that was a sex kitchen show. More of that.
Cooking Crush was not a sex kitchen show.
No. Very tame.
Very tame po.
Very tame po.
That recap's coming next week.
Yeah.
What else did you know? Anything?
So there was that. And then recently, from one of our listeners, I had breakfast with them or brunch with them when they were in town, and they said that it discusses like being gay in different generations and different ages. Sorry, did your plane just land?
I just got our gate assignment
for our flight on Saturday morning.
Yes.
Wow.
That was really weird.
That's so funny. The 3 main characters kind of represent different generations, quote unquote, ages in being gay, and so it kind of tackles with that.
The crazy ages from 17 to 27.
Yeah,
really wild. The 3 different generations. Well, for gay people. That's
yeah. Those are 3
every year's
lives.
a new generation.
Yeah. So that's all I knew. How about you?
I knew there was something about a character having a disability, which we learned in this episode.
Yeah.
I knew it had won some awards. I knew that it was Earth Mix, First Cow, Gemini 4th.
Yes.
That's all I knew.
That's it.
And I knew it was about a chicken restaurant.
Yes. So first thing...
But I didn't know it was about a chicken restaurant until Dobbit watched it. Not that I watched with Dobbit, but I just remember him saying something about We're back to the chicken restaurant this weekend.
Okay, now you speak of Dabbit.
No, our dear friend.
Our dear friend Dabbit.
Mm-hmm.
I think people were recommending... No, it must have been my school president. Because I think people were recommending... Because he was like, wow, there's so many singing in BL.
Oh.
And I think people mentioned this, but I'm conflating with my school president.
There's a lot of singing in my school
Because there is a
president.
lot, yes. But there's a lot of singing. There is a lot of singing in BL. So I don't know if someone's going to be singing in this one.
Is there a lot of singing in BL? I actually feel like that's way overblown.
Yeah, or I think it's like we've gone past that.
Yeah, I just think like to be a lot of something means it has to happen more than like...
It has to happen a lot.
It has to happen a lot. It can't just be like...
And I've always said that.
Under 10% of BLs have singing in them.
Yeah.
However, if it's bad, we can call it out. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
Let's talk about episode 1. Yes, the singing is bad. Let's talk about episode 1. We start with this like news report.
Yes.
We are in the setting. It's
pandemic, honey.
I'll be so honest. Of every BL we've ever watched, this is my favorite opening.
Wow.
Setting time, place, location, characters, establishing the setup.
Yeah.
I
do love the news. I love the news segment because it can present the show very objectively.
Yes.
And it works narratively.
Yes.
Because it's the format.
So we are in a post-COVID, aka it's 2022.
2022.
So
recovering from COVID.
Recovering from lockdowns for sure.
Yeah.
It takes place in Pattaya City, which is southeast of Bangkok. And there's a recession going on, which is also going to come up as we have class consciousness.
Yes, class consciousness and money. Money.
So,
must be funny.
This restaurant, Moonlight Chicken, is being highlighted on the local news because in these times where people are raising their prices due to their own costs increasing, Moonlight Chicken has held firm and, in fact, is doing a deal where past midnight you can buy an order of chicken and rice,
and you can get it
unlimited. It's unlimited.
And I had thought,
isn't all time past midnight? Isn't every day past midnight?
So like I think they're saying like till close, like midnight to 2. So maybe they said it in the news.
Happy hour,
yeah. Late night.
Now
it's late night happy hour. Yeah. Were they doing this specifically because people like had to work extra? Like people are now working more, so like. But it's not like targeted to that. It didn't feel like it was
your question?
Like because people are working, like it's a way for people can have a meal after like working all day.
I think that's
what I thought.
We close things early in America.
Oh, mama.
Because I feel like even when we were in the Philippines, I was like,
there's like little
open.
There's just like little carinderias, like people's out like the garage in their house will just be open and you can eat. Yeah.
I mean, Chicago is the third largest city in America, and barely any food place is barely open past midnight.
If anything, it's fast food. There's barely
that's different.
There's barely any like,
but not like to sit down.
No.
Very, very rarely.
Mean, honestly, even when we were in
IHOP on Halstead,
honey,
gay hop queen.
Gay hop, honey, saving lives. Diva Thai saving lives.
Sushi open till 4, I think.
Yeah, Diva Thai saving lives. Even when we were in New York, I felt like sometimes we were like, oh, we're closing at 11?
New York, I feel less this way because I know there's like 1,000 bajillion places that are still open. But I think I do think part of the like closing, especially I'm sure New Yorkers would agree, is like post-COVID, a lot of places are like closing more than they used to.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. But yeah, I always feel like in other countries, they're just up late.
Because even when we were in
But I always think about like all the Brazilians when we worked at Disney would eat at like 11 p.m. And I
literally,
was like, what's
full meals
going on?
Yeah.
Which is crazy when you think about it because Brazil is like east of Eastern time zone.
So
to them, it was like 1 a.m. when they were eating.
It's Carnival, honey. Because even when we were in Korea... In Seoul, like, obviously all the convenience stores are 24 hours, but, like, all the convenience stores at least had, like,
we were at that chicken place at, like, 1 a.m.
Yes.
Well, we
stayed there till the train.
Well, that place with Dabbit, speaking of Dabbit, but that other chicken place we just went to in Hongdae
Just us eating.
Hongdae guy. Us
Yeah.
and Hongdae guy.
Yeah, we went and we were like, excuse me, are you open
Yeah.
the
Are you
restaurant?
open to mind to the restaurant?
Are you open mind to the restaurant?
Do you remember that place? That chicken
Yes,
place?
with my highball, honey.
Yeah, with your highball.
I was
you
getting
were
highballs left and right, honey.
left and right. Can we talk about the show now? Or
Yeah.
do you want to just tell everybody your trips around the world, huh?
Did you know the hineys chicken? Okay, I looked this up because, well, I was watching a YouTube.
Hineys?
That's the chicken rice.
I thought you said Heinz chicken. Like
well,
the ketchup
Heinz.
company.
Let's see the Hainanese chicken
Well.
from Heinz. It's like a renowned national dish of. Okay, so it's originally Chinese from the Hainan province, but it is kind of like understood as it's considered as Singapore's national dish. So it's like very famous in Singapore because I watch all of those YouTube videos of like
the street,
finding
the
the markets
Mhm.
and stuff, and like it's there's one YouTube channel that I follow that anytime he goes to a different country, he'll try their Hainanese chicken because he grew up in Singapore, so it's like
We really have to Hainanese.
Hainanese,
Not Heinies. Heinies chicken. So it's poached.
So it is a poached chicken,
Mm-hmm.
typically a chicken thigh,
Mm-hmm.
and then you serve it with rice and like sometimes a
Just
little
like
slaw,
a regular jasmine or like
Yeah,
a
like a-
thicker.
like a jasmine.
Okay.
And then you can have like a little papaya salad usually on the side, just something to kind of like a little acidic little slaw.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the side you get like a chili oil or like a very garlicky gingery oil and the broth, the cup of the broth that they poached it in.
Ah, I see.
And that's the full meal. That's full set.
Interesting. So at Moonlight Chicken, the restaurant, we have Uncle Jim.
Good old Uncle Jim.
Good old Uncle Jim. I was about to ask if RJ had an Uncle Jim. That's crazy. Of course you don't.
Do you have a Tito Jim?
I don't have an Uncle Jim.
Jim short for James?
I had an Uncle John.
Jim short for James?
Jim is short for James.
Okay.
No one in my family's named James. I had an Uncle John who passed away. That's the closest I've got.
Okay. Work.
Uncle Jim is tough.
Because it's...
Jim is fine. Something about Uncle Jim does not get me in like a spicy mood.
No, because it... Yeah.
But
It's just...
again, for white people, uncle's a very different word.
Yes, yeah.
That is like you are actually my
an uncle.
You are the brother of my
It's not like Tito,
parent.
where it's like, oh,
Yeah.
everyone's a Tito.
Yeah,
Everyone that's older is Tito.
Mm-hmm. We have Uncle Jim who owns the restaurant, and then we have Li Ming, who is Li Ming, who is his nephew. We learn who's Okay, Jim is played by Earth.
Jim is played by Earth.
Li Ming is played by
Fourth.
We have Gaipa, who's played by Kao.
Kao, who is the chicken woman's son.
Mrs. Hong.
Mrs. Hong.
Mm-hmm. And
He
we
delivers
have
the chickens.
Mark, who plays Lang.
Lang, who is another...
Who is like...
one of the servers.
He's the very Neo-coded character.
Yes, he's the
the
Neo...
goofy guy.
I mean, at this point, GMM has their own Stations of the Cross, and one of them is...
That character.
Yeah, the
that
Neo
character
character.
type. Yeah.
Who would Neo play in this role? Or in the show?
It would have been...
It would have been
Lang.
Neo, yeah.
Yeah.
He plays Lang, who is like a... Just, like a rascally guy. He's got a girlfriend.
Just like a talker.
Yeah,
He's
yapper.
just a yapper.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And Li Ming is also working as a server while also living with his uncle.
Yes. So we've got all that. We get this whole shot that really the scene doesn't. There's nothing going on in the scene other than kind of like we're establishing this is the restaurant. He's the boss. Here's what they do.
They were watching
Here's
the
their
video.
dynamics.
Yeah.
Da 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 da. All of that. It's shot as a one take or oneer. It's just perfect. He walks outside. He sees the little altar, looks at the moon, and that's
Title sequence.
that's the opening.
Yeah.
I can't explain to you how obsessed I am with it. I want to like rewatch it again.
I know.
I don't know why necessarily, other than like we've watched a number of GMM shows now for the channel, and our frequent thing we bring up is
it takes forever to pick up in the beginning.
Just like let's shrink it down a little bit. It's a little too big.
Because I mean, well, we're watching Tempo right now. We're about to finish it, but that was a lot of people's critique of it. Was that like it's taking forever?
It's a very
slow pace in the beginning.
A slow burn does not have to be paced
slowly. Wow. Yes, you're right.
The slow burn is just about the relationship dynamic.
Yeah.
A slow burn can be, stretch it. I mean, that's like what the
Harry Met Sally.
No.
That's a slow burn in the relationship.
Kind of. I don't count movies as slow burns though, because it's like you're there for 2 hours. But like like
Nixon, that was a slow burn.
Janine and what's his name on Abbott Elementary.
Yes,
that's a slow burn. That's like we're waiting for this to finally happen.
Watergate.
But that doesn't mean the show itself has to be slogging in its pace.
Yeah.
I love when I say something and then I just repeat the same sentence with different words.
Yeah.
As if I've contributed anything.
I love it. I really love it.
Thanks. I believe that. No, I love this entire opening sequence. I think like I love being placed in the middle of action. I like that it was it didn't feel like GMM. This show, actually very similar to Tempo. Tempo also does not feel like a GMM TV show for a bit of a different reason.
Yeah.
But this show feels like it's not the same as everything we've watched before. Does that make sense?
What would you say feels like a GMM show? What do you think when you say like, oh, that's a GMM show? What do you think of? Do you think Bad Buddy still?
Bad Buddy. I mean, like Bad Buddy, vice versa.
Okay.
Bad Buddy, even like Only Friends.
Yeah.
Like it's like a very simple, clean. It's very clear what the story is, right? Like blah, 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 blah. But all the scenes take a little extra time. Yeah, Golden Blood. They all, even like shows I really like I loved Boys in Love. That again is like, here's this character. I mean, it's like just regular storytelling.
Yeah.
This show, here's what I want to say. This show feels like it has an auteur lens on top of it in a way that the other shows don't. Like, I've never seen a GMM show. Unless you can think of one, do like a oneer.
Yeah.
Hey, they're expensive and they're hard to do.
Yeah.
Because the minute you fuck something up, you have to you can't slot it back in. You have to start over. So people don't like doing them because they require a lot of rehearsal and stuff. The score also I want to shout out. It is this show is fully scored.
Yeah.
There is not. We are still in this era of like. I feel like I don't feel this with Tempo. Tempo, I think Tempo is like probably the best audio I've heard from a GMM show.
Yeah.
Even then, there's
still things I was like, oops.
Sometimes I hear the air conditioner a little loud, but I've accepted that I'm going to hear that in a show.
In Thailand.
But I think like because there's so much scoring, I'm not noticing any of the like audio things that I usually notice. There's no peaking levels. They haven't really yelled yet, but there's no peaking levels. There's no stuff like that.
Yeah.
They haven't really done any crowd scenes, so there's no like weird. There's 5 people in a room.
Yeah.
But the sound sounds like there's 1,000.
Yes, we are in like full provincial town. So
yes, definitely. It's not Bangkok. I think my guess is Pattaya City because I think they go there in Boys in Love. I think it's alluded to be like it's a resort town. Like it's like a because it's on the beach.
Yeah.
So I think it's like a little they're definitely gonna
it's their
go to
Busan.
the water. I don't think it's their Busan because I think their Busan is Phuket.
That makes sense.
From Itse.
Okay.
But it's like nearby. It's like it's their Fire Island. I think it's like where you go for like a quick weekend.
It's their what's the one in Michigan that I never remember?
Saugatuck.
It's their Saugatuck.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, I've
it's
always
their
said
New
that.
Buffalo.
That also it's deep
That's the
Michigan lore.
non-gay one.
That's the straight Saugatuck in
Yeah,
Michigan.
Yeah.
Wow.
People go to New Buffalo. Yeah.
Sure.
This is so boring. Okay. At the end of this opening sequence, we have Mix, whose character name we learn later is Wen. He is drunk. He's the last person. He's drunk at the restaurant. He's like practically passed out. So, Jim offers to Uncle Jam offers to wait with him while his ride comes to get him.
And the ride never comes.
The ride never comes.
Interesting. But when he wakes him up, we get a full Mix looking up at how
this is the June saw in Secret Relationships. This is the like look up while you're drunk.
And they are looking, and it is Mix's character Wen is looking at Jim being like, wow.
Okay.
Now
let's talk about it. Because they're both introduced. This is our first Earth Mix.
Anything you want to say about Earth first? Let's start with Earth first.
Let's talk about men. Okay, let's talk about a man.
Let's talk about a man who is just...
He's the most...
He looks the manliest.
I don't want to say... I don't like the term manly, because, like, what does that mean?
Yeah, but he looks like, the manliest. Out of all the things we've seen.
He is, like, handsome.
Uh-huh.
Like, in the true, like, men are handsome.
Yeah. And I do think they make him... For this show specifically, it's like, you have to look a little more rugged.
Even though he already... Like a little bit of a stubble, yeah.
But he gives, like, he has to, like... The ouvre is that you are
But he's got
rugged.
Those two perfect, like, little wisps of hair. Oh, my God, he's so attractive. Yeah. He's, like... Oh, and then Mix...
Is gorgeous.
Is, like, beautiful.
Pretty
it's,
girls.
Like, the most annoyingly...
Pretty.
It's so... It's the thing that drives some people crazy of the, like... Ugh,
and are you...
Of course you have to do it like this. It's, like, pretty bottom, like... handsome top.
Yeah.
But like,
I mean,
come on.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, honey. Yeah.
It was like,
if you're gonna do the trope, do it well, honey. Cast the most.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow, boy, oh boy. The two of them. And we'll get there because it's happening in this episode. So they sit outside while they wait for his ride to show up. We learn that Jim has 1 beer a day as a reward for all his hard work, not because of like a problem necessarily, but because he doesn't have really enough money to spend more than 1 beer a day.
Yeah. That's how much splurging he can do for himself.
That it is a little bit in this episode. There's like, for sure you understand that he is not well off.
He's not well off.
I think it's going to be a running thing in the show. Wen wants another beer, so he goes to grab him one, and when he hands it off, there's like this long grasping of each other's hands with the beer can. So that was great. At this point, I don't know anything, so I was like, oh my God, this is going to pay off in 7 episodes. It's going to be great.
Once he did that look up, he's like, I am going to bag this man.
Who? Which one? When
was
said
like,
that about Jim?
I'm sitting on this man at the end of this night.
My God.
That's and everything he's done in this episode. The grasp, the like, cause they're like hyper fixating on it. Like they're walking and their hands kind of graze.
This is what I call the shooting of the shot.
Yes.
Where they're like walking around the city together and their hands keep grazing and stuff like that. He like this is the question.
Is he playing it up?
How drunk is he in actuality?
Yeah.
It kind of makes me nervous to even ask that as a question. Because I don't want to.
You don't know.
Whatever. But
that's what they're showing.
Yeah.
That it's like, you don't know.
Yeah.
I bet you that he's going to bring it up later. Or something that it's like, it reveals in his character that like, oh, maybe this is a trick that he uses. Mm-hmm. Or like, this is something that he's... He just feels minxy, so he kind of like
very minxy.
Gets what he wants.
He's a little hoe.
There was no I mean his friend calls him my slutty boy. Mm-hmm. There was no point in his whole
I want to be a slutty boy.
Man. He Man. There was no point in this whole midnight situation, this moonlight evening, that it felt like he was not in control. He felt like he was making all of the choices in order to get Jim.
What he wanted.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That was the vibe that I got.
Okay. I mean, I can believe. I did not. Once they get home.
Yeah.
That's when I was like, oh, maybe there was more going on. The whole time I was like, I mean, listen, I definitely have preconceived notions of what a GMM show is for sure.
Yes.
So I was like, oh, this is nice. And maybe like by
he
episode
takes him home
6,
or whatever.
they're gonna,
He
like,
says,
kiss, and that'll be it. So when we got home and they, let's just say it. Okay, that's what happened.
They have sex.
I was blown away. I mean, even before that, when Jim
was
says,
blown too.
Even before that, when Jim says, "I'm sure you know my preference."
Yeah,
I
because
was like,
when Ashley walks into Li Ming's room and was like, "Tell your son I'm sorry," he's like, "No, he's my nephew. I don't have a wife or whatever.
I don't have a wife." Yeah,
he says, "I don't have a wife
yet,
but I bet you can probably tell my preference, right?" And Wen was like, "Okay, so let's do this.
Yeah.
Let's go."
Yes, and Jim agrees. However, what's his caveat?
Jim says, "One night only. Come on, big baby, come on."
What happens tonight does not go past tonight.
And I think, okay, this gives me it. I'm connecting the dots of like he's only letting himself have one beer every day. He is like this. I am a working man, and I don't know yet what the motivation is, or like what's his objective. Like, why is he being so like pious in a way that like he's living such a simple life? Whether it is like, I have to live by my means, I'm always constantly struggling, or he fully believes that like, I want to live a life that's like this. You know what I mean? Because he doesn't have to sell all that chicken, but he believes that like, no, it's more important for people to eat, and I live very like below my means or whatever. So I think this is another kind of how it manifests in a different way, where it's like, I'm letting myself like have pleasure for one night, and then that's it. No relationships.
So they go right at it, which was
Wen was like, okay, sure, yeah, sure,
which is
sure,
crazy because again, like we watched
you
Only Friends for this show, which also has like sex scenes in the very first episode, but for some reason this
I mean the way it's shot is beautiful. It's warm, it's up close. They are very comfortable with one another.
What was the show that
very comfortable exploring?
Last Twilight was also the same director.
Oh, really? Oh, yes. They looked very comfortable doing what they were doing. Very comfortable.
I couldn't believe it was happening. We were speed running.
We were. Like,
I mean, I understand
20
like
minutes
the setup is that it's a one night stand.
Yeah, so
it's like, how do you go past that?
Yeah.
But like,
the
I didn't know that that's what the plot was.
Yeah.
I truly just thought this was gonna be a regular meet cute show, and they met cute, and then he gave him his meet cutely. But I couldn't believe it was happening. There is so that's sex. Then there's a shot of the used condom the next morning.
Yes.
So protection. That's always good. There's like a scene where they play with Jim's cat Jimbo. Would you ever name your cat
a part of my name?
A part of your name. Your name though, you have two names, so you could get away with it probably easier than someone who's just named.
Like if I went by Joseph, and I called my cat like Joe Cat or whatever, Joey,
Joe from Antiem, Joe,
yeah.
You know, people don't know what your name is, right? We revealed it recently on Patreon.
Really?
I think I randomly mentioned it, and people lost their minds.
That was my full. That's what RJ stood for. Wow.
So yeah, Jimbo, and shout out to Drag Race and Jimbo.
Shout out to Jimbo. Currently a guest host of or guest judge of Slation Royale. First two.
First two, really? Oh, interesting.
I just watched it.
Oh, you watched it?
Well, I saw TikToks, so I haven't watched the full episode.
Oh,
so we can watch the full
You saw
episode.
Who Left?
Yeah.
You mean?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I saw Who Left.
Yeah.
I
figured.
Yeah. Okay, so Jimbo, and then Jim gives him a ride. This cat is so cute.
Yeah, Wen was like, what's your name? And Jim was like, are you talking to me or the cat? I'm like, I guess the cat. Because they were like, you don't get to know my name, sweetie.
Mm-hmm.
No names were exchanged.
Mm-hmm.
No names were exchanged.
They catch a ride back into the city, where he can like go get a bus or whatever wherever he's from. To go. And then Jim goes to the market to Mrs. Hong's to buy his chicken. And this is where we find out chicken prices are going up because the suppliers' own costs are going up. So she has to raise her prices. So now this is going to be another question. Yeah. After he got this whole press thing on the news being like, his prices are so good, da-da-da-da-da. People are coming in droves now because they've heard about how good his chicken is, and B, he's not raising his prices. Yeah. Now this is going to be the conundrum because he's going to need some money quickly.
Yeah. He's Arizona iced tea. He can't keep selling 99 cents. Tea.
Did you see what they had done in order to hold off as long as possible?
No.
They had changed their can sizes from 23 ounces to 22 ounces. And they had used less aluminum.
Whoa. So it's light. That's why their cans are like lighter or whatever?
Thin. But the real reason they have to raise their prices, Arizona iced tea, is because we buy... They buy, not we. I don't speak for Arizona.
Arizona? The state?
I don't speak for Arizona. I promise you that. They buy their aluminum from Canada, who now has tariffs.
That's crazy.
Isn't that cool? Aren't we living in a great time?
Shout out to Ruben Gallego, honey. Okay? Senator of Arizona.
Great.
Keep Arizona blue, honey.
I just want to say, maybe you don't want to do that because the last time you were gung-ho about one of your senators, she lost
she started wearing
marbles.
wigs. She started wearing wigs and went crazy.
Girl.
I know.
So you know what? Let's just not.
Yeah.
Let's just not. Chicken prices are going up. She says he's so cute.
Yeah.
So she lets him like pay on credit. He pays her back
and
later.
She's even like, my son can help out in the store too.
Yes. Okay, so we'd already ran into Gaipa at the beginning of the episode, and now he's back. This is his mom. She also love her. She's very fun.
She reminds me of my mom.
Here's the thing. Here's my one thing about this. Kao has such a striking face. I
don't buy that you are a chicken woman.
I don't ever buy that you are not a prince. You should only be playing a prince character like Prince, in everything I've ever seen. Prince, which is funny. Chaebol, something where he has. There's no reason that I have equated just because in OnlyFriends, like my first thing with him, he was like rich.
Yeah.
But he is so. His face,
his features are so striking. Yeah.
I have money. I have wealth. I don't know why. I wish I could explain it. There's no correlation.
So I think like we haven't seen First's character yet, but First in the title sequence is like dressed in a business suit. So I think he's gonna be probably playing a richer or at least a professional.
Yes, but First to me does have a look of like I am not well off.
Yes, that's what I was saying. Like I think like he worked really well in Not Me. Like that really worked. So I'm like, I wonder.
And in OnlyFriends because he's poor in OnlyFriends. He's not well off in OnlyFriends.
So then maybe that's probably why they were like, okay, let's not make First play another pauper. But they look Prince and Pauper. Like I know. If the Prince and the Pauper actually like was a BL.
I know.
It's so good.
Kao, if you have not seen, Kao has a small minor role in
Sweet Tooth Good Dentist.
Sweet Tooth Good Dentist. Also, I know I'm saying Kao wrong. One time we got yelled at because I kept saying cow. And I'm really trying to make it not sound like cow as possible. I might be heading in the wrong direction.
But I think we're just gonna try.
I'm very scared somebody's gonna get mad.
We're gonna try every which way till someone figures it out. But I will say my favorite when that happened at OnlyFriends, they were like, "You pronounce cow tongue like it's pronounced cow. Then they just
They
write
just
the
typed
name.
cow tongue.
They
And I
just
was like,
They just type the name
it's
again.
pronounced blank.
His
Is pronounced
name.
blank. And I was like,
His name is
well,
pronounced
I
his
can't
name.
hear that.
I can't-
So shout out to you. Anyway, sorry.
It's like cow.
I'm
cow
apologizing in advance.
I think
I'm
it's
very
just like a
nervous.
hard cow,
cow,
not cow.
not cow. That's my
Yeah.
my Midwestern
That's your-
accent coming out.
Yeah, cow, cow tongue.
Cow tongue.
Yeah.
Cow tongue.
Cow. You're
It's-
putting
I
too
just-
much. You're aspirating a little too much, sweetie.
That's not what an aspiration is.
Cow
Is that a
tongue.
lisp?
Well, you're doing a little. It's a little sibilant,
It's not even an S in cow tongue.
but you're doing like a cow tongue. That's
Oh,
how
because
you
I
do-
do my.
Yeah. Take out the take out the aspiration. Take out the. Just cow tongue. Cow tongue.
So more like a D.
Yeah.
Cow tongue.
Say it in a Tagalog accent.
Cow tongue.
Uy, cow tongue, halika. Uy, cow. Halika rito. Uy.
Okay, great. Can't wait to get canceled seven times just from that one little clip.
With Gaipa. Does he like Uncle Jim? Does he also got the hots?
Because he like watches him walk away. He looks great, but we loved. What's the thing? We love to watch. I love. To,
I hate to see you go, but I love watching you walk
Yeah,
away.
yeah. That's Gaipa.
Yes, because
to
he does
Jim.
like a
Eee!
daddy. Everyone's hot for daddy.
Girl, I'm hot for daddy. I'm hot for uncle.
Hot for.
I don't like saying it. I
No.
don't like it. I'm hot for Tito. What is uncle in Thai? I don't know why I'm asking.
Why are you asking me?
He runs back into Mix in the city. They eat at a table together, and upon leaving, aka Wen, by the way, Wen whispers in his, or Wen says to him, "I like eating old people." That is bonk. He is like a
That's what I'm saying. Slutty boy.
Yeah.
Minx.
hot.
He literally is like, by the way, I love daddies.
And I'll be honest, there are a lot of gay people who like you.
They have a 4-year difference,
Well-
which is crazy.
Yeah, they when you've done like it's like, oh, check
Yep.
that person off, and I
Yeah.
never have to interact with them again.
Yeah.
So that's not
He's
not
like,
when
Wen
wants
is
more
interested.
of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. But I don't know if he wants like a relationship. He's just like, I want.
He wants round
He's
two.
fully like, yeah, I just want to keep this Uncle Jim.
Uncle Jam. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Leaning. Oh, he goes home. I didn't write this in, but he goes home because I have to bring this up. He goes home back to his condo, his apartment,
Oh, when?
and we see a shot of 2 chargers in the
Yeah.
wall. So you initially thought it was like, oh, he has
He's
a
a
boyfriend.
boyfriend.
I don't think that's what.
I don't think
it's
so
gonna
because
be.
in his conversation with his friend later, he's talking. They're freely talking that he's like hooking up with guys.
I just think this show is, even if that conversation didn't happen,
I don't
the
think
show
they'd be
feels
interested.
Too,
They
it's
would
weird
never
to say
do-
wholesome,
Yeah.
but this
Well-
show feels too like cheating was such an aspect of like
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans,
That it was like
obviously.
the conflict.
it was like the whole conflict,
Yeah.
and I feel like a lot of times BL writers, as soon as they introduce cheating, can't get away from it.
I know.
They like it bogs down the whole thing.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's that because we only have 8 episodes.
Yeah.
But is it just to be like, and he has a roommate, which is so funny because like, okay, I believe he has a
don't
roommate.
know.
It was just a weird way to like symbolize
There's-
that. If
it's a
that's
question-
the point
yeah.
of it. The other thing I thought was like, oh, he had 2 chargers, so he could have like, because his phone had died. So I was like, oh, maybe it's supposed to be like he could have had a charger.
I think he
with
lives
him or
with
something like
someone. I think it's a little too.
that. I don't know. Li Ming takes an order of chicken and rice to
It was
The-
like Lieutenant Super Sergeant.
Lieutenant Super Sergeant Major General.
Yeah.
Modern Major General.
Uh-huh. Go ahead.
To hit, I am the very model of a modern Major General of information, vegetable, animal, and mineral. I know the kings of. Li Ming delivers this chicken and rice meal to the Major General's son.
There's Major General's house.
Major General's house. He
Yeah.
comes in. He tries to like get people's attention. Nobody's answering. He sees
Someone.
Hart.
Heart.
We find out his name is Hart.
There's someone there by the
but
bar.
he's not like turning around and listening. So he walks over to him, surprises him at the bar. A bottle of whiskey, it looks like, is dropped onto the floor. And then we realize in this moment that this character is
deaf.
Could speak at one point. He
became deaf
due to a disease. I also didn't know if that was supposed to be, if we were supposed to infer that was COVID or like a separate thing.
Unable to speak either temporarily or permanently. The inability comes from either physical or psychological.
Interesting. So they have like a bit of an argument about like, you made me drop this, blah, 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 blah.
And Li Ming is like, you dropped that.
I'm leaving.
I'm leaving. I don't understand you. Here's your food. Bye.
Uh-huh. So back with Wen, he's at the gym. Girl's on her little treadmill.
Doing his 2.5 speed, 11 elevation, incline. 45 minutes. Mm-hmm. And he's making
those glutes tight.
And he's making a little TikTok that was like, for all my girlies, this is all you need.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He's wearing those like Skechers pumps.
Yes.
Yeah, where they're like heels but they're shoes.
Yeah. They're heels but they're shoes.
He runs into his friend, I think it was Gong.
Yeah, sure. Blonde Ambition.
Yeah.
Dave Mazzoni's Blonde Ambition.
This is where he's like, you're a slutty boy.
Yeah, he's like, what were you doing? What was the name? Alan couldn't get a hold of you last night. I haven't responded yet. What do I tell him?
Yes. He's like, you don't tell him what you don't know.
Now that's Judy.
And that's tea. I've always said that.
And that's sisterhood. That's friendship.
That is sisterhood.
That's community.
Yeah.
And he's like, why? What were you doing? And he's like, well, what would you say if like, or like basically asking like, have you had a one night stand before? And he was like, well, girl, that explains what happened.
Which is so funny because this, Wen already seems like a character that has had one night stands. So
that's why it was very surprising.
Doesn't feel like out of the ordinary for him, but maybe this is the first one where he's like, and I want it again.
Yeah, that's true. It's not just a hookup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This isn't a grinder.
This isn't a grinder at 4 a.m. I'm like, it's just gotta happen.
Mm-hmm. There's this great scene where both Wen and Uncle Jim are like staring at the moon at the same time, different locations. I love in media when they do this. I mean, this even goes back to like one of my favorite musicals, The Music Man. But I love it.
Yeah.
It's very Moonstruck. It's very snap out of it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We find out that the bottle breakage is being blamed on Li Ming.
Because Hart says he walked in on him.
Hart walked in on
Li Ming,
like trying to steal the bottle. And then dropped
it when he got sprayed.
And fled.
And Li Ming fully is like, no, that's a lie. I came in. Your son was trying to drink the bottle.
He's like, I'm not even, first of all, I don't care.
Yeah.
But what you're not about to do is get me involved in this.
It's really funny. Li Ming is fully like, I don't care who you are, who you people are. I don't care about the money, whatever. I didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
And he even says, like, you're using you not being able to hear and speak as your excuse to lie.
He does say that. That's why they had him do Last Twilight.
The show? The director?
Yes, because it's another show about a disability.
Yeah.
So Jim and Li Ming step outside to, like, ascertain, like, what's the truth.
Yeah.
And Li Ming is like, I'm not lying to you. I wouldn't lie about this. Like, I didn't do it. And then he says something very interesting. He says, so just because we're poor, they can do whatever they want. And I think
this is going
to be the theme. Because I think this is going to come back up with Wen's character. I think there's going to be a class divide. My guess is all three couples are going to have a class divide.
Yes, I think so too.
And I think it's going to manifest in different ways for each of them.
Yeah.
That's my guess.
Yeah. Theme stated, honey. Episode 1.
The thesis statement is, they go back inside.
Well, so even before this, like after Hart and Li Ming meet, he asks Lang, like, what's the deal with what's going on?
By the way, I can't believe I remember every character's name.
I know.
It's shocking. I usually am really bad about character names.
We could remember Pepper Dylan.
I know. Pepper Dylan Tame
Nano.
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 'Cause
Yeah.
he's small.
Mama. Lang.
We're still missing someone.
Big jawed bitch. What's his name?
Nut, but June.
See?
I don't know the characters in Tamebo, but I've got the Moonlight chicken characters down, honey.
I got them. I got all the chickens in the coop, honey. Lang says that's when Lang tells Li Ming that like Hart did kind of develop his loss of hearing through a disease later on.
That he's basically been like shut in since
Has been
then.
shut in. His parents have kept him secluded, like pulled him out of school and is now just at home.
And the question is like, did they do it? Is it because they want to protect him from like people being mean?
Yes.
Or what?
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Which was that how Lost Twilight was too? There was that energy with the mom, right?
She was very protective of him, but it really, in Last Twilight, the energy felt like he was choosing to seclude himself from the world because he had lost his vision.
Yes.
I don't remember the characters' names in Last Twilight.
I remember August.
I remember August. So they start talking about like potentially let's do an installment payment plan.
Yes.
This cost $321 if you do the
conversion.
The translation. Mm-hmm.
God.
It's like 10,000 baht. But they were like, but we'll say you should cover like 70% of it.
Yeah.
So that's still like $200.
Yes.
And
Jim says
these people do not have $200 around to just be like, here you go. But
the family does. Very clearly. Li Ming comes in and is like, I will repay it personally, but can I work for you instead? Yeah.
Doing what? We don't know yet.
We'll find out.
Okay. I didn't know if they had said it, and I was like looking down at my notes.
So immediately Jim then puts up a sign that says, help wanted, honey. Wait staff wanted.
Wen comes over, he wants to have a can of beer. Jim is like, again, reiterates like, listen, what happened last night ended last night. So sorry, Diva. But he was like, actually, how about I'm your new worker? Because you have help wanted. And then he's like, okay, but me and my workers don't do that. So I guess that's over for sure then. He's like, we'll see about that.
Yes.
That's the energy.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So he writes in, Wen leaves his ID the night before, his work ID. So he writes in that like, you are now a temporary
He literally
staff.
uses, RJ, do you remember my famous story about me leaving the sunglasses in Kenosha?
Yeah, they used it.
And the guy was like, do you want me to send them back? Or I have your sunglasses here. And I said when I still thought we went well or whatever I thought, I was desperate. I was like, well, I guess you'll just have to keep them so I can come see you again. And then he was like, actually, I'm going to send them back to you because I think you don't have a personality, which, again, is the craziest thing anyone's ever said to me. But they literally used that line.
Yeah.
Because he was like, I'm trying to leave it. Maybe I want to leave it at your house again. And that's when Jim is like, No. Thanks, Diva.
So he makes him temporary wait staff.
Yeah.
We'll see.
And that's the end of the episode.
That's the end of the episode.
What did you think?
Great pacing. Quick.
Yeah.
They slot you in right away. You know exactly what's going on, what the story is for everyone. And I like that they left a character out that we don't know who first is going to play yet. So that's fun too. Like there's something to look forward to complete the
I feel like there's so many threads.
Yeah.
That it doesn't feel like the show is complicated by any means.
No.
But I like how it's very clear.
That's what I'm saying. It's not complicated. And I caught on everything. You made a thing that was like, why is tempo so hard for you to understand? Because I kept asking questions like, wait, when is this? Whatever's blah, 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 blah.
No, and that still doesn't make sense because tempo is also not complicated.
That's what I'm saying. But like, why can I retain the information?
Why did the same way as the characters?
Why did this information stick to me? Like what you said, with like, you knew the names, but then other shows, it just doesn't. But even though like,
I think
they're all simple.
We've now run into this multiple times. If it's like, has to do with organizational problems, we get lost. If it's mafia, if it's if there is like a thing that we do not
No,
like
world.
how
Snakes.
it works.
World of Snakes.
World of Snakes.
Snake handling.
Literature, like publishing.
Uh-huh.
Like things like that, we get lost in the sauce because we get hyperfixated.
Yeah, so you're like, well, how does that
timelines?
Work? Yeah.
So that bogs us down.
Uh-huh.
So I think part of the like, it's weird though, because with Tempo, obviously, a lot of
it
it
is
like
group
things that we do know about,
yeah.
but there is like a level of like,
but that's the thing, we have preconceived.
Well,
this is a spoiler for Tempo's recap, but like we have our own preconceived notions of how an idol group would be. So we kept being like, why is no one clocking that is
why is no one's clocking the T?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, for some reason, for this one, I was like, I got every single beat. I understood every single thing.
But that's because everything in this is simply about relationship dynamics. Almost every beat of this first episode is just about how characters
people react.
feel and about each other and stuff like that. There's very little that actually has to do with
there's no
the
plot
only thing that happens in organizational is like he looks for help.
Yeah.
Help wanted. There is like a recession, costs are going up aspect that is
but it's
overall
more
in the show.
Yes, but it's more thematic and like now they
else.
have to live in the world.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of sold. I love it. I love just how grounded everything is.
I think this is like one of my favorite first episodes we've ever seen.
Or first episodes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
In any
BL.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'd put
all the characters are drawn, even as of now, I feel like so distinctly. I think like everyone's really good.
Yeah.
Like
opening episodes, this and My School President probably are, if we're talking GMM and what we've watched, I think those are two of my favorites.
Yeah, because I would say even Bad Buddy, which I think a lot of people really have fond affection for, I think like it was only episode 3 when I really like locked in. Yeah.
Here, this gave me the same feeling. Yeah, in My School President, I was like, wow, I know the stakes, whatever. And then at the end, the turn of everything, I was like, you got me. Here, there was no big turn, but like the development of each relationship.
And everything has to happen in order for the next thing to fall into place. Yeah. But it doesn't feel like, it's
You're
just happening inorganically.
Yeah. Love it.
Really good, really good.
I'm into it,
MVP?
Girl. Little Mix, honey.
I knew you were going to take
Little Mix, honey. You know I love this Little Minx. She took control of the episode.
There are so many characters in this show.
I know. I bet.
I'm going
Can
to
you make
say
a prediction
Mark for this episode because I'm worried I'm going to not be able to say him at later points because it's going to be too obvious that other people are like lapping everybody.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to say Mark for now, even though obviously Earth is so good.
Yeah.
I really like this performance.
Can you make a prediction? Which couple do you think you're going to be the one that's like, wow, that was
So I think overall the hot take, or not the hot take, but like the take of the show is like people love the Gemini 4th dynamic.
Okay.
I think people really like their storyline on the show. And it makes sense. It feels like the most unique storyline, probably.
Because this is our.
I would watch First and Cow do anything together. And I mean anything.
I'd like to see everything.
But I already off the bat,
the chemistry in
Earth Mix are so.
It is. You feel it through the screen.
I am married to a man, and I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, oh, you're in love.
Yeah.
That's what love is.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
And they were roommates. So
shout out to them. Yeah, they're like so visually different, but like perfectly complementary. Ooh, it's good.
It's delicious. It's
delicious. Purely from like a visual aspect alone, it's like, and I'm not even just be like, oh, they're hot. But like they're complement each other so well that it's like
it is popping through the screen. Yup. Yeah. This is our third show that we've recapped that has had like multiple couples. OnlyFans.
Yeah, I'm following. Follow
many couples.
Mm-hmm. Menti people. I said menti. Mm-hmm.
Not Me technically had 2.
Not Me had 2. No, that one fell apart at the end.
So like I'm curious.
Technically,
My School President.
Technically, Nami had 3.
Yeah,
one was straight.
I've just.
Yeah.
I would, at the end of this, I would like to kind of see, like, was this effective?
My school president had 2.
Yeah. I would like to see if this was effective in juggling all
My
3
school
couples.
president technically had 3, but they don't want to talk about it.
They don't want to talk about that.
They don't want to talk about Ford and Mark.
Yeah. Your guy had 3.
Your Sky had 3. Yeah.
And that was a give and take. Like, push and pull, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm curious to see, like, with 8 episodes with 3 couples, and the show is about the 3 couples, it looks like.
Can they all have
a fulfilling...
fully fulfilling storyline?
Yeah, can they have a fulfilled story for each 3?
And also do all the work of, like... I mean, these are longer episodes. So, like, the Not Me episodes were all around 42 minutes.
This is like a full
These
hour.
are all an hour each.
Yeah.
At least. I think some of them are, like, 70 minutes. So they're a bit longer.
A bit.
But, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Okay.
I'm very sad.
Well, stay tuned. You can continue watching our reactions to Moonlight Chicken with over with the BL lovers and combo berets at our Patreon. That's patreon.com/boysloveboys. And we watch it every week. And then we'll recap it here on YouTube for you. We're also watching, like we said, we're about to finish Tempo. And we are watching Revenge Love.
We are watching Revenge
We
Love.
are watching that, honey. So, thank you for joining me, Adam, today on our own Moonlight Chicken. As it is post-midnight, so chicken is free. Chicken is unlimited. Chicken. Yeah. So, it made me want to eat hineys chicken. There is a place near
Hineys.
Hineys.
Yeah. You really just slur it all together and you start saying hineys chicken.